going on over. And you know what's really cool about all of this is we do have eyes all over this thing because we are collecting so much data.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we have the stuff here. We also have rockets on the outside of the country being launched against it. Oh, look at that. That's a diamond ring. This is the peaks and valleys of the moon. We're seeing the last bits that are just getting through, and now we're getting to totality. This is great. So you're starting to see those pink fingers out there, kind of sticking out.
Wow. So again, totality here in Mazatlan, Mexico, the first community in North America to experience the moon completely eclipsing the sun. And if you're in Mazatlan right now, it is now safe to remove your eclipse glasses for the next 4 minutes. And you mentioned some of those pink filaments that we're seeing, right? Can you talk us a little bit through that, Kelly?
Yeah, so those filaments, because they're keen, they're very pink, and they're hanging out there. Those could be the start of space weather. So there are lots of tons of material, basic material that could possibly be one of those solutions for space weather. The reason why we really study the sun and try to understand how to live with the sun. Can you explain why space weather is important to us here on Earth? Definitely. So it's not just satellites that are irradiation in space weather. It's also our power grids because of the energetic particles coming from those big explosions that happen in the sun. Not just power grids, it could also do things like interference signals. I know we all use our phones to have air there. So we didn't have that big problem. So we're looking to understand actually all the space. Some of the movement we're seeing here is just a telescope operator adjusting again. They need to make some changes for before totality. Now they're viewing it a different way, and then after totality, we might see some shakes there as well. But I really just cannot believe how crisp it is. It's not marble. I mean, just the view, it is so crisp with these little again, those filaments. It's just amazing that we can see that to such accuracy, you know? Definitely, and also the white fuzz. I mean, that's just something that's 1 million degrees, just hanging out all around the sun. And you have 3 billion Earth. There's a lot of atmosphere there, all around there, just hanging out, being very warm. And that's one of our is one of the.
There you go. And now we're flipped. Now we're seeing the front. So again, they are in night. I mean, it looks very dark with only some light in the horizon. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And that's what we'll expect wherever we see totality. Is the night sky is very dark. You might see planets or stars, and then you'll see like twilight all around to 360 degrees.
What an amazing vantage point as well. My gosh. I'm very jealous. Kelly, are you jealous? I kind of feel like
I'm
you're
kind of
jealous.
a little jealous. Yeah, I kind of want to, see if I can make a faster plane so we can, follow it the whole way.
Plus, they're up above the clouds, so they don't have to worry
about the clouds. Exactly.
Well, I do want to say a big thank you to the WB-57 pilots and the whole team supporting them for that great view. That was awesome. Kelly, you have a wealth of knowledge when it comes to the sun. And for those watching, if you're interested in learning more with her, check out her and other experts featured in the Sun series of NASA's Curious Universe podcast. And that QR code will pop up on the screen, and that'll take you from Mazatlan.
Yeah, the survey team down there, the survey team is based out of Ames, but it is a collection of teams across the country and across the world that are sort of studying the intersection of science and exploration, helping us get ready for our next trip with humans to the moon.
Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, totality is actually about to end in Mazatlan. Let's keep watching our screen right now for, again, what are we watching for, Kelly?
We're watching for the diamond ring effect. So that's when the first bright light, we're starting to see it on this side there. So you're going to put your glasses on right now to protect those beautiful eyes because now we're going back to the partial phase.
Whoa,
so,
that's amazing.
Wow.
Yep.
Kelly, that's a filter, by the way, everyone. That's why we're seeing that. But when you said put on your glasses, I'm so trained now to do it that I almost did it here in Cleveland. No, we're fine in Cleveland. We're still in Mazatlan. Again, what we're seeing is because we needed to adjust the filter now that, again, it's basically like putting on our glasses. The way that you said people on the ground need to put on our glasses, our telescope operators need to protect their own eyes as well as their equipment.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much, Kelly. I really appreciate your time here with us. It was so fun to learn about the science and actually see the first eclipse come for North America here. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, as you can see, there's a lot to learn about our sun and eclipses. So to explain it all in a really fun way for kids, NASA developed a clever game called Snap It. We have another QR code coming on your screen right now. Just scan that code, or if you're watching us on your phone, to a high degree of accuracy because of a spacecraft that launched nearly 15 years ago.
Pick one.
You have to pick one. You don't want to pick one?
All of them.
All of them are great? That's right. Subi, thank you so much. I know you're super excited to see the total solar eclipse today. We're glad to have you here. Bye. All right, now let's head back over to Tahira in Kerrville, Texas.
All right, thanks, Megan. I mean, what an incredible view from Mazatlan, Mexico.
That was amazing.
And folks, as you can see in your screen right now, we are less than 1 minute away from the eclipse crossing over Torreon, Mexico. Gina, how fast is this moon shadow moving right now?
I mean, it's flying. It's going about 1,900 miles per hour as we're chasing it across the U.S.
That is incredible. And so, in Mazatlan, we were able to see the diamond ring effect.
That's right.
It
was beautiful.
Beads. So hopefully we'll be able to see that in Torreon right now.
Yeah, we're watching that live feed.
Yes, just to see this sliver crossing over the moon.
That's right. We're getting so close there.
Hopefully
we'll see that diamond ring too.
Wow. Look at this. And so we're about 10 seconds away.
Here we go.
Let's take it in. Wow. What a spectacular.
It's going into totality.
Wow. There you have it. We are in.
Yep, that diamond ring came through, and we see a little bit of those Bailey beads too as we're looking at it. Those kind of the lights trickling through around the surface of the moon, coming through the peaks and valleys.
So what are we viewing on the left-hand side? This this almost pink color effect.
Right, and so as we just heard from the last totality, you know, these pink fingers are
Wow.
popping out a little bit, and those are those solar prominences. They're appearing pink because of the helium rich, but we can see it. Let's focus on the corona here, that glow that we're getting, and we can see basically these streams that are coming out, a lot of that energy and brightness that we do not have the ability to see on a day-to-day basis. So with this total eclipse, we're able to see that corona nice and bright coming through in Torion.
That is just a magical view. Oh my goodness,
It
Gina.
is.
Gina, okay, and so we've got so many questions coming in online right now from viewers watching this. Our first one is going to be from Justin, who wants to know, right now we are seeing a pretty clear and spectacular view of a total solar eclipse.
Yes.
But Justin wants to know, what will it look like if it's clouded over?
Right, so the view that we're getting right now, you won't be able to see that if it's clouded over, but you will have effects going on, right? You'll get a change in the temperature, so the temperature will drop. It'll still get darker as well.
It's already getting dark here in Kerrville.
I mean, we have some cloud coverage, right?
Yeah.
And we're feeling a little extra wind. It's noticeably darker despite the clouds that we have. So you'll get some of those environmental effects, even if it's cloudy where you are.
And so a great follow-up, we've got Halloween Ghoul on YouTube who wants to know, again, will the temperature change during totality, which I know you mentioned that it will get a little bit cooler.
Yes.
But do you know about how many degrees we can expect?
Yeah, it depends on the location, the humidity, multiple factors, but it can change by about 10 degrees or so, depending where you are, maybe even a little bit more than that. And, we're feeling a little chilly kind of where we're sitting compared to what it was earlier. And I mean, I'm just staring at this view of totality that we have in Torion.
So we're about halfway through totality right now in Torion, Mexico. And again, I know folks said that this is almost double totality than 2017, right?
That's right. And so in 2017, we had a little more than 2 minutes. So we're lucky enough this time that we have over 4 minutes in some places too.
This is so beautiful. And so our next question from Sibel on Instagram wants to know, why is the sun more active right now?
So the sun is more active because we have an 11-year solar cycle. The sun goes from solar maximum to solar minimum, where it's changing its level of activity. Oh, and as you're seeing the screen, yeah, so I see in that the bottom right there, we can see that prominence extending out. And as we heard earlier in Mazatlan, that is potentially the beginning of space weather activity. So we're talking about solar maximum. If there's a time to see any of that space weather activity during the total solar eclipse, this is the time to do it. So let's watch that as we go through totality in our other locations too, and maybe we'll be lucky to see some of these features change for us.
That is so beautiful.
It is.
And so Gina, too, how we're in a higher cycle. Solar cycle right now. How many years, is that fluctuation?
Right. The solar cycle goes on for 11 years when it peaks in activity, and that's where we are, where the latest predictions are that we will reach that maximum sometime this year, and then it'll decrease in activity going back down to solar minimum.
And so, Gina, I've got time for one more quick question from Christopher on X, who wants to know which other planets have the best eclipses.
Oh, okay. Well, that's right. So eclipses don't only happen on Earth. Let's talk about Mars for the fact that Mars does have eclipses when the moon crosses in front of Mars. Mars has 2 moons, and the rovers on the surface have captured images of those.
But no other planet has a view quite like this, right?
Nope, that is special for us. Just the distance and the size of the moon makes it such that it will completely block the sun as it's doing today.
Wow.
And you can see there's that diamond ring effect as we are coming out of totality in Torion.
What an incredible
Wow, it's a bright one too. Look at that.
That is a bright one.
And
so is this what, a Bailey's bead? Or
so that's going to be that diamond ring, just how bright it is. Bailey beads are a little bit smaller as they kind of bubble over the surface, but folks who are in that location should have those safety viewing glasses back on so that they can now view the partial eclipse that they are experiencing.
Well, that is fantastic. And the next time we see this eclipse, it's going to be right here in Kerrville, Texas. So folks, the countdown is on. We've got about 10 minutes until we see this with our own eyes.
You can hear people
Yes, big moment right here in Kerrville. For now, let's check back in with Lauren at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.